Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be making a Mickey Mouse topiary, and I've decided to use this Mickey Pants kitchen sink for the Mickey Pants ice cream that you can pick up in Magic Kingdom. We've got like 3 or 4 of these, and I decided I'm going to use one for the base. Of course, if you do not have a Mickey Pants ice cream, you can still do this craft as well by picking up a pot or a little bucket of your choice. And if you don't want the writing on there, you can simply rub it off with some fingernail polish remover and it will be gone, or you can paint it, whatever you would like to use. Next, you're going to need like a floral foam block. Just make sure that it fits inside. You may have to cut it down to make it fit. And then you're going to need a lot of reindeer moss. Of course, you could always buy pre-made floral orbs if you would like to, but I like making my own. And I picked up these basketballs from the Dollar Tree. They are foam, so if you're gonna make them yourself, you need to make sure that they are made of foam so you can put the dowel rods through, which brings me to these. So getting started, I'm using the bigger dowel rod to insert inside the bigger basketball, and that's just gonna give it a little bit more stability when you start adding the other basketballs in. Next up, I'm inserting the smaller dowel rod, and you can see that it is smaller. It's because I broke it in half. If you want to cut it, go ahead and do that. I just decided to break it. And make sure that you're holding your hand on top of the ball so you can feel when that starts to poke through. You can see I have my thumb pressing there. It's because I didn't want the dowel rod to come through the other side. Repeat that process on the next one. You can, of course, cut those dowel rods a little bit smaller. I wanted them a little bit longer for the stability because I didn't realize or didn't know how heavy it would be once all of the glue was on there and all of the moss that was on there. I didn't know how it would hold up, so I did leave them a little bit longer. And you can eyeball it and you can do it any way you like. This is just like a rough version of what I did, so definitely do what works for you. I had originally tried to glue the smaller basketballs on top, but it did not work. It didn't hold, it pulled, so I definitely recommend using the dowel rods. Start anywhere you'd like and just start adding the moss with your hot glue. As I kept working, I double checked to make sure that there were no spots where you could see any of the bright orange of the basketball poking through. So no matter what color you're using, just make sure that you keep checking to make sure that there are no spaces where you can see through it. If there are, just add a little bit more hot glue on top of the moss and add more moss. You can always trim this up later to give it a little shape and give it a little finesse. But in the meantime, do whatever you've got to do to keep it covered. When you're done and you've got it all standing up, go back in and start pruning off all of the extra moss that's hanging off and everything that's sticking out. I did want to let you know that this craft, aside from the bowl, was under $10. I spent $5 on 5 bags of moss. I spent $3 on the basketballs, so that was $8, and then about 45 cents each for the dowel rods at Hobby Lobby. So by the time you buy your bucket, you'll probably spend about $9 and some change if you buy everything at the Dollar Tree aside from those dowel rods. I took the leftover moss and started gluing it to the floral foam just to cover that up so it didn't look so unsightly. Trimmed up the edges, and then I had some of those little rocks left over from when I made the terrarium in the spring, and so I just added those over the top. Of course, you could go through and you could add some ivy to the dowel rod to cover it up. You could paint it, you could do whatever you would like. I just left it as simple as possible to make it the most cost effective. You don't even have to add the rocks if you don't have any, and that would definitely keep you under $10. But I wanted to share with you exactly what I did. And there it is, guys. It took me about 45 minutes start to finish, and I think it made a beautiful addition to Michaela's bathroom. I absolutely love it. I plan on making more of these in different containers. And if you decide to make this, make sure that you tag me on Instagram because I would love to see your pictures. And if you make a tutorial, make sure to tag me below and let me know. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.